So the last fight, when did you realize that was over?
With Conor?
Yeah.
When he fell down the second time, I was like, oh, this is not good. The first time I thought he just slipped. It's hard to tell. It's wild. It's in the moment. I thought he slipped. And then when he got up and he threw a kick again, I'm like, oh, I don't like how his leg just gave out. That didn't seem like – and I'm still hoping he's just slipping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's just freaking out because he hasn't been in the octagon in 5 years. And then he started moving around and he like grabbed his knee and buckled.
Okay.
And there was some conversation.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, there was some conversation going on between him and Max Holloway. And I was like, Max is saying he can't fight, like something's wrong. And he's saying, fight me. He's like, get up. And so he lets him up, and then his knee buckles, and then the referee stops the fight.
Yeah. It's always so the very, I think it was the very last fight where the ref tried to call it at the end of the third round, and then because he was saying that there was a concussion issue. I mean, I couldn't tell what was going on.
This is the Ilia Topuria fight, the Justin Gaethje fight at the White House.
The Topuria Justin Gaethje fight.
No, he couldn't see.
Okay.
He was saying he couldn't see well. Something was wrong with his right eye.
Well, I mean, it looks like his whole face was puffed up, so he couldn't see anything. But okay, so I thought it was a concussion thing, but it was because of his vision.
No, they never do that. The concussion thing would only be if someone had been battered. There's a lot of times where fighters are fighting with concussions.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
You get dropped in the first round, you probably have a concussion.
Yeah.
You get back up, you keep fighting, you're fighting on instincts. There's been many times where fighters wake up in like the fourth round.
Sure.
And they've fought 3 rounds and they don't remember it at all.
Oh my God. That's pretty crazy.
Not the best way to make a living.
Not the best way to make a living, man. Yeah, no, so we saw Gaethje at the White House a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
I asked him, I was like, so are you done fighting? And he kind of hesitated a little bit. And then I think it was his mom was in the Oval Office with him. She's like, yes.
Yeah, but, if they offer him some life-changing money for one more fight after that performance, I have a feeling he'll take it.
Like, what could he fetch for his next fight? Like 50 more?
It's a good question. I don't know what his contract is. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the most anyone's ever. I try not to pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm not on the business end of the sport.
Yeah, it can kind of color your perception a little bit.
It can, and it's also I want them to get paid the most amount possible.
Right.
That's my perspective.
Yeah.
But my job is just to analyze and to see what's going on and to commentate and try to give color and life to what's happening inside the octagon. And I try not to dwell too much on the money.
Yeah.
I just want them to get paid a lot.
Yeah.
I want them to be able to retire and never have to do anything ever again.
Sure.
Well, I don't know if Justin could do that.
What's crazy about it to me is just how much the sport has replaced boxing. And like there's still, obviously boxing is still a big deal and the fighters still get paid a lot of money. But like I remember when I was, I don't know, in high school, I feel like people would get really excited about the big heavyweight title bout. Now it's the UFC thing.
Yeah.
So culturally, it's like UFC has taken over boxing. And I don't know how or why that happened. Like, I don't know if it's just good marketing or if it's just the fights are so much more real and intense. But it is a crazy shift that's happened in 20 years.
Well, I had some friends this past weekend that manage fighters. My friend Josh Dubin and a few other friends that actually manage boxers come to the UFC. And they were all like, oh, my God, this is so much better than a boxing promotion.
Yeah.
Because all the fights are exciting. With boxing, most people are just there for the main event. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't even stroll in until like 15 minutes before the main event.
Sure.
Like all the famous people that sit in the front row.
Yeah.
In the UFC, that place is packed,
For the
5, 6, 7 fights in.
Yeah.
And there's 14 fights in the night, and all of them are amazing. Mm-hmm. It's like, in the beginning, it's usually like half full, depending on where you are. If you're in a place like Salt Lake City, it's pretty packed like right away because they only get like one event every year or so. Mm-hmm. But it's just a more exciting sport. There's more ways to win. It's more dynamic. More things happen.
Yeah.
And there's more stars. There's so many stars in the UFC.
Yeah. So I'd never seen a fight live before. Like I've watched them on TV, but I'd never been there live. So kind of crazy that it's literally in the South Lawn of the White House. But the thing that I found completely shocking about it was like I would think those like armbar takedowns are just done. Like that's it. You're over. But there were a couple of times where somebody had another person's arm.
Yeah, that was Josh Hokett and Derek Lewis. Bless you.
And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, he
You're
just
going to have your
wasn't-
arm broken off.
He
and yet he
wasn't-
didn't.
He wasn't doing it right.
Okay. Oh.
Josh Hogan is a great wrestler.
Yeah.
And he's an excellent fighter, but he's not really a submission specialist. I mean, he did get the arm bar, but he didn't do it right.
Okay.
He was basically like pulling on. You have to elevate your hips and you have to create space so that the arm is bending back this way.
Yeah.
His arm is essentially flat to his chest, which is not what you want. What you want is a back arch like this, where you see like how it is right there?
Yeah.
So what he wants to do here, what he should do, instead of having his hips down, his knees up, what you're supposed to do is heavy leg curls with the leg and elevate the hips up and pull it way back. So he'd almost be
So you
bridging.
have to, like, bend it.
He would
Yeah.
be on the top of his shoulders and bridging, and then he would have broken his arm. The other option is you pull it off to the side like this,
Yeah.
and you put it to the side of your hip, and you can break it that way.
Okay.
But it's just bad technique.
Yeah. Okay. So
No
watching
offense.
it.
No offense, Josh.
Yeah. Watching it, I didn't realize that. I just could not believe that dude held out for like 30 seconds